A very good morning to one and all. Today we'll solve one more numerical based on the graphical method. The numerical given is like that. A Mohan Makings Breweries Limited has two bottling plants, one located at Solan and the other at Mohan Nagar. Each plant produces three drinks, whiskey, beer and fruit juices, named as A, B and C respectively. The number of bottles produced per day are as follows. So they have given the details. There are two plants. One is at Solan and another is at Mohan Nagar. And each plant produces three different drinks, that is whiskey, beer and fruit juices. They have given the capacity or the number of production per day. Means at Solan plant, 1,500 bottles of whiskey will be produced in one day. Similarly, 3,000 bottles of beer will be produced and 2,000 bottles of fruit juice will be produced at Solan plant. Similarly, at Mohan Nagar plant, 1,500 bottles are produced of whiskey, 1,000 bottles of beer and 5,000 bottles of fruit juices will be produced. Okay. Next, what they have given, a market survey indicates that during the month of April, there will be a demand of 20,000 bottles of whiskey, 40,000 bottles of beers and 44,000 bottles of fruit juices. And the operating cost per day for the plant at Solan and Mohan Nagar are 600 and 400 monetary units. For how many days each plant be run in April so as to minimize the production cost? So this is the question they have given. We have to solve this question with the help of graphical method and we have to find how many days in April the both plants will run. That is the question. What they have given? They have given two different plants at two different locations. They have given their production capacity per day. There are three, what we can say, drinks. So each plant will produce different quantities of drinks. Okay, and what they have given, the condition is in the month of April, the demand will be of 20,000 bottles for whiskey, 40,000 for beer and 44,000 for fruit juices. So these are nothing but the constraints they have provided. Okay, so first of all, we have to convert this lengthy question in the form of table. Okay, we have to convert this lengthy question in the form of table. So the first step is construction of LPP. Construction of LPP in tabular form. Those who have attended last lectures, they can easily understand this numerical. Okay, so first of all, we have to convert this question in the form of table. Okay, for that purpose, what I will do, I will draw one table. See, in first column, what I will take drinks. Okay, and in second column, I will take plant. And in third column, I will write demand. Okay, so there are two plants. One is at Solan, so I will write Solan, and second is at Mohan Nagar. Okay, now we know that there are three drinks, that is A, B, C. They have given in the question. So I will write A, B, C, and they have given the production quantity per day. At Solan, they have given 1,500, 3,000 and 2,000 per day. So I will write here, that is 1,500, 3,000 and 2,000. Similarly, they have given the production per day at Mohan Nagar, that is 1,500, 1,000 and 5,000. So I will write down as it is 1,500, 1,000 and 5,000. Next, what they have given? They have given demand. What is the demand? The demand is 20,000 bottles of A, second 40,000 bottles of B and 44,000 bottles of C. So this is nothing but the demand. I will write here 20,000, 40,000, and 44,000. What we did, we have converted the given numerical. We have converted in the given numerical in the form of table, but we missed one more term or one more given data, that is what they have given. See, the operating cost per day for a plant at Solan and Mohan Nagar are 600 and 400 monetary units. So this is also one given data. I will add here, that is operating cost per day. That is the fourth row. Operating cost per day at Solan, how much? It is 600 monetary units, or we can say 600 rupees. And for Mohan Nagar, it is 400 rupees. So now we have taken all the data in this tabular form. Next, what we have to do? Next, what we have to do? Next, what we have to do? We have to, first of all, formulate the LPP. After that, we have to solve the LPP. These are the two steps under the graphical method. First is formulation of LPP. Second is solution of the LPP. I hope you understood how to construct the LPP in the tabular form. Okay. In first numerical, they already given this table. In second numerical, we have seen how to convert the question in the form of tabular form. After that, this is the third question. Again here, we have to convert the given question in the form of table. Okay. Now we'll go for the solution. So there is a second step I will take, that is formulation of LPP. Again, under this formulation of LPP, there are three sub steps. Step number 1, that is decision variable. Step number 1 is decision variable. Now, what is decision variable? You have to take the best decision. Okay. So what will be the decision variable? See what they have asked. What they have asked, for how many days each plant to be run in April. Means they have asked how many days the plant at Solan and the plant at Mohan Nagar will run, so as to minimize the production cost. Means here we have to decide how many days the plant at Solan and the plant at Mohan Nagar will run. So what we'll decide? We'll decide that the plant at Solan will run at X1 days. X1 is nothing but plant of Solan runs. Means the plants of Solan will run X1 days. Similarly, X2 is nothing but plant of Mohan Nagar runs. Okay. X1 म्हणजे काय? सोलन नगरचा प्लांट जो आहे तो X1 डे साठी रन करेल आणि मोहन नगरचा जो प्लांट आहे तो X2 डे साठी रन करेल. ते आपलं काय डिसिजन दॅट वी हॅव डिसाइडेड दॅट द सोलन नगर प्लांट विल रन फॉर X1 days and the Mohan Nagar plant will run for X2 days. So here I will write the Solan Nagar plant will run for X1 days and Mohan Nagar plant will run for X2 days. So this is our decision that we have taken. Okay, so this is the first step under the formulation of LPP, decision variable. Now we'll go for the second step, that is step number B. What is the step number B? Objective function. We know that objective function is denoted by Z. Now here, what they have asked? They are asked to minimize the production cost. Means this is a numerical of minimization. So I will write Z min, which is equal to what they have given. What they have given. See, operating cost per day is 600 for Solan and operating cost 400 for 1 day at Mohan Nagar. Okay, but we don't know how much day the Solan Nagar plant or the Solan plant and the Mohan Nagar plant will works. We don't know how much day the Solan and Mohan Nagar plant both are working. So we have considered Solan plant is working X1 days and Mohan Nagar plant is working X2 days. So they have given operating cost for 1 day. And here we have decided that the Solon plant will run at X1 days. So what will be the operating cost for X1 days? That is nothing but 600 into X1. Got it? हा जो ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट आहे 1 डे साठी ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट आहे 600. पण आपण काय डिसाइड केलं की सोलन जो प्लांट आहे तो X1 डे साठी वर्किंग मध्ये आहे. सो X1 डे च्या वर्किंग साठी किती ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट होईल? दॅट इज 600 into X1. So I will write 600 into X1. X1 may be 1, 2, 3, 4, anything it may be. We don't know. So I write 600 into X1. Similarly, see Mohan Nagar plant operating cost they have given 400 for 1 day, but we have considered that Mohan Nagar plant will work for X2 days. So what will be the operating cost for X2 days? That is nothing but 400 into X2. So I will write plus 400 into X2. Again, this X1 may be 1, 2, 3 or anything that we have to decide. So this is called as objective function, or we can say aim that we have to achieve at the end of the solution. Now we'll go for third substep, that is subjected to constraints, or we can say limitations. What are the limitations they have given that we have to decide? Okay. Now see, for drink A, see, for drink A, first of all, we'll find the limitations. What are the limitations? See what they have given. The Solon plant will produces 1500 bottles of drink A in 1 day. Similarly, the Mohan Nagar plant will produces 1500 bottles of drink A. Okay, this is for 1 day. This is production capacity of 1 day, but we know that the Solon plant will work for X1 days. Okay, so in X1 days, how many bottles of A will be produced by Solon plant? That is 1500 into X1. Got it? So I will write here 1500 into X1 plus, now again see, for same drink, the Mohan Nagar plant will produces 1500 bottles in 1 day, but we have considered the Mohan Nagar plant will runs for X2 days. So for those X2 days, the Mohan Nagar plant will produces how many bottles? That is 1500 into X2. Okay, so I will write 1500 into X2 greater than or equal to 20,000. Greater than or equal to 20,000. Now the question is, why we have taken greater than or equal to? Why we don't take equal to, or why we are not taking less than or equal to? Okay, that is the question that I will tell you. See what they have given. See what they have given. There will be a demand of 20,000 bottles of drink A, 40,000 bottles of drink B, and 44,000 bottles of drink C. They have not given any limitations that the demand will be of maximum 20,000, or the demand will be of maximum 40,000, or the demand will be of maximum 44,000. They have not used any word maximum. Okay, in simple language, I will tell you, if suppose I have given you 1000 rupees, if I have given you 1000 rupees, please listen carefully, and I told you, you have to spend at least 100 rupees. You have to spend at least 100 rupees. So what you will do? You have two choices. Either you have to spend minimum 100 rupees, or you can spend maximum 1000 rupees. समजते? जर सपोज मी तुम्हाला 1000 रुपये दिले की तुम्ही ते खर्च करायचे, आणि 1000 रुपये तुम्ही म्हटले की कमीत कमी 100 रुपये खर्च करायचे, कमीत कमी 100 रुपये खर्च करायचे. म्हणजे काय, एकतर तुम्ही 100 रुपये खर्च कराल किंवा 100 रुपयापेक्षा जास्त खर्च कराल. दॅट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ दिस. ओके, तरी काय म्हटलंय, डिमांड ऑफ 20,000 बॉटल्स. म्हणजे काय, एकतर 20,000 बॉटल्स आपण मॅन्युफॅक्चर करायला पाहिजे किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त केले तरी चालते. दॅट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ दिस सेंटेन्स, because they have not used any word. That is the maximum demand of 20,000 bottles. Okay, and less than चं meaning सांगतो, हे झालं greater than चं meaning. म्हणजे काय, एक तर तुम्ही 100 रुपये खर्च करू शकता कमीत कमी, नाहीतर तुम्ही 100 पेक्षा जास्तही करू शकता, म्हणजे greater than 100 पण खर्च करू शकता. सो दोघांचं कॉम्बिनेशन म्हणून आपण greater than or equal to 100 घेतो. सेम थिंग इथे केलं. आता लेस दॅनचं बघा. सपोज आय हॅव गिवन यू 100 रुपीज, मी तुम्हाला 100 रुपये दिले खर्च करायला. ओके, तुमच्याकडे जास्तीत जास्त 100 रुपये आहेत. आता तुम्ही यातले किती रुपये खर्च करू शकता? एक तर कम्प्लीट 100 रुपये खर्च करू शकता किंवा 100 पेक्षा कमी खर्च करू शकता. कारण 100 पेक्षा जास्त खर्च करू शकत नाही, कारण हा 100 काय आपला मॅक्झिमम अवेलेबिलिटी. गेटिंग 100 हे काय आपल्याकडे मॅक्झिमम अवेलेबल अमाऊंट आहे. एक तर आपण 100 ला 100 खर्च करू शकतो किंवा 100 पेक्षा कमी खर्च करू शकतो. त्या केसमध्ये आपलं सिम्बॉल काही लेस दॅन ऑर इक्वल टू 100. एक तर 100 खर्च करू शकता किंवा त्यापेक्षा कमी खर्च करू शकतो. दिस इज द मॅक्झिमम अवेलेबिलिटी and this is the demand they have given, but they have not mentioned the maximum demand. So the meaning is that we can produce 20,000 bottle at least, or we can produce more than 20,000 bottles. Okay, that is the meaning of this greater than or equal to. So this is the constraint for what we can say drink A, constraint for drink A. Okay, similarly we have to find for drink B and drink C. I will give this equation is number 1. Now for drink C, what will be the drink B, what will be the constraint? So drink B, C at Solan plant per day capacity is 3,000, but we have decided the Solan plant will run for X1 days. So the production capacity will become 3,000 into X1. For right, 3,000 into X1 plus similarly at Mohan Nagar plant per day capacity is 1,000 of drink B, but we have decided the Mohan Nagar plant will work or run for X2 days. Then what will be the production capacity for X2 days? That is nothing but this 1,000 into X2, 1,000 into X2 greater than or equal to 40,000. This will be our equation number 2. Similarly, we have to find for drink C. Now what will become for drink C? That is 2,000 into X1 plus 5,000 into X2. Right? 2,000 into X1 plus 5,000 into X2 greater than or equal to 44,000. This will be our equation number 3. So see, these 3 constraints are called as main constraints. Main constraint means they have provided in the given numerical. So these constraints are called as main constraint, and we have to add one more constraint from our side, that is X1 and X2 are greater than or equal to 0. X1 and X2 are greater than or equal to 0. Why we have added the constraint from our side? Because the values of X1 and X2 will not be negative. It may be either 0 or greater than 0. Can we say that the Solan plant will run for -5 days or Mohan Nagar plant will run for -5 days? No. Either we can say it will work for 0 days or it may work from more than 0 days. That's why we have added one more constraint. This constraint is called as non-negative constraint that we have added from our side. Got it? And the last step in the formulation of LPP is that formation of LPP. Formation of LPP means what? We have to do the summary of this, all the previous 3 steps. So how we have to write? First, we have to write objective function. The objective function is Z minimum is equal to 600 X1 plus 400 X2. After that, we have to write down the constraints that is subjected to constraints. First constraint is 1500 X1 plus 1500 X2 greater than or equal to 20,000. This will be equation number 1. Similarly, 3000 X1 plus 1000 X2 greater than or equal to 40,000. Equation number 2. Third constraint is 2000 X1 plus 5000 X2 greater than or equal to 44,000. This is equation number 3. And last is X1 and X2 are greater than or equal to 0. Equation number 4. If in the numerical, if they have asked to form the LPP, then this will be your final answer. Listen carefully. If they have asked to only form the LPP, then this will be your final answer. And if they have asked to find the solution, or if they have asked to find the minimum cost or maximum profit, then you have to go for the solution of LPP. Okay, so first part is over here, that is formulation of LPP. Now we'll go for the second part, that is solution of LPP. Now the second step is solution of LPP by graphical method. Now I will draw the coordinates, that is x coordinate and y coordinate, because we have to plot the equations of line on the given graph. See, now on x-axis I will consider x1 variable, and on y-axis I will consider x2 variable. Like instead of x and y, here we have decided that variable is x1 and x2. So x1 is plotted along x-axis and x2 is plotted along y-axis. Now what we have to do? We have to simply find the values of x1 and x2 from each equation, and we have to plot those values on the given graph. Okay. So first of all, we'll find the values of x1 and x2 for equation number 1. So here I will write from equation 1. What is equation number 1? I will rewrite that equation. That is 1500 x1 plus 1500 x2 greater than or equal to 20,000. Okay, and I can write this equation like 1500 x1 for 1500 x2 is equal to 20,000. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to put any value 0, then we'll get the second value. If I put x1 is 0, then I can get the value of x2. And if I put x2, then I will get the value of x1. So first put x1 equal to 0, then we get, this will become 0. Then we'll get 1500 x2 is equal to 20,000. From that we'll get x2 is equal to how much? That is 20,000 divided by 1500. 20,000 divided by 1500. It will give 13.33. Now next what we have to do? Next we have to put x2 is equal to 0. Then we'll get the value of x1. So I will write here, put x2 is equal to 0. Then x1 will become again 13.33. Again 13.33. Okay, got it? Got it? Now what we have to do? We have to plot the x1 and x2 on x scale and on y scale. Because x1 we have plotted against x coordinate and x2 is plotted against y coordinates. Okay. So first of all, we have to take what we can say the values here. So I will take here the values like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 10, 20. It's your choice how the scale will be selected. Similarly, I have to take the scale on y-axis 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay. Till now any doubt? Till now any doubt? Any doubt? No. Okay. So see what is the value of x1? X1 is 13.33. So it will be near about here, somewhere here. So we'll mark the point here. Now x2 will be again 13.33. Means it will be again somewhat here. So I will mark here the point. Now we have to draw one line which passes through these 2 points. We have to draw the lines which will passes through these points. So I will draw one line. I have drawn one line, and I will give the equation of line that is 1500 x1 plus 1500 x2 are greater than or equal to 20,000. In order to avoid the confusion, we have to write down the equation of that particular line. Okay. Now we'll go for equation number 2. It is from equation 2. You have to find the values of x1 and x2. I will write the equation number 2. 3000 x1 plus 1000 x2 are greater than or equal to 40,000. We can rewrite the equation like this. That is 3000 x1 plus 1000 x2 is equal to 40,000. Okay, again we have to do the same thing. We have to put 0 for one variable, we'll get the value of second variable. After that, we have to put the 0 for second variable, we'll get the value for first variable. So put x1 is equal to 0, then 1000 x2 is equal to 40,000. Then x2 will become how much? 40. Second, I will put x2 is equal to 0, then 3000 x1 is equal to 40,000. Then this x1 will become how much? That is 40,000 divided by 3000. It is near about again 13.33. Now again we have to plot this x1 and x1 values on x1 scale and x2 scale. Now x1 is 13.33, means the point remains here only, and x2 is 40. x2 is 40. Here we have taken only up to 20, so we have to increase up to 40, but here I don't have any space, so I will directly take here 40. I will consider this is my 40. Okay, so next what we have to do, we have to draw one line which will pass through this point and this point. Okay, so I will draw the line. And I will extend the line to write down the equation of line. We know that the equation of line is 3000 x1 plus 1000 x2 is greater than or equal to 40,000. Got it? Now we'll get the value of x1 and x2 from equation number 3. So here I will write from equation 3. What is that equation number 3? 2000 x1 plus 5000 x2 greater than or equal to 44,000. This is the equation, and we can write this equation like this. 2000 x1 plus 5000 x2 is equal to 44,000. So simplify that. I will put first x1 is equal to 0, then x2 will become 44,000 divided by 5,000. It is 8.8. Next, I will put x2 is equal to 0. Then we will get x1 is equal to 44,000 divided by 2,000. That is 22. Okay. Again, we have to draw these values on x and y scale. See now, x1 is 22. So I will add here one more scale, that is 22. So the point will become here. And x2 is 8.8. Now 8.8 will be something here. So again, I will join these 2 points with one line. We'll extend this line. You can extend this line in either direction. Okay, so I'll give the equation of line here because I don't have space here. That is 2000 x1 plus 5000 x2 greater than or equal to 44,000. Okay, now see, next step is, see, from equation number 1, we got the value of x1 is 13.33 and the value of x2 is again 13.33. What is the meaning of that? See equation number 1 here. From this we got the value of x1 and x2, that is 13.33. So the value of x1 is either 13.33 or it may be greater than 13.33, because see, we are having the symbol of greater than or equal to. Okay, आपल्याकडे जो symbol आहे greater than or equal to चा आहे, त्याचा मीनिंग काय, x1 ची व्हॅल्यू एकतर 13.33 असेल किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त असेल. सिमिलरली x2 ची व्हॅल्यू 13.33 असेल किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त असेल, कारण ग्रेटर दॅन ऑर इक्वल टू आहे. एकतर इक्वल टू असेल किंवा ग्रेटर दॅन असेल. समजते? When we are getting this symbol greater than or equal to, in that case we can say that our solution is away from the origin. आपला origin इथं आहे 0,0. When we are getting the symbol greater than or equal to, then we can say our solution is away from the origin. Away from the origin म्हणजे काय? ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये असेल. आपला ओरिजिन इकडे आहे. जेव्हा आपला सिम्बॉल लेस देन और इक्वल टू असतो त्या केसमध्ये आपलं सोल्युशन काय टुवर्ड्स ओरिजिन असतं. त्या केसमध्ये काय करणार आपण एरो जो आहे इकडे न दाखवता ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये दाखवतो. समजते? ग्रेटर देन असेल तर ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू असेल तर अवे फ्रॉम दी ओरिजिन आणि लेस देन और इक्वल टू असेल तर टुवर्ड्स दी ओरिजिन. हा सिम्बॉल आपण इकडे न दाखवता ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये दाखवतो. ओके. नाउ फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 2 अगेन सी व्हाट इज इक्वेशन नंबर 2. 3000x1 plus 1000x2 is greater than or equal to 40,000. From that we got the value of x1 is 13.33 and x2 is 40. Means what? The value of x1 is either 13.33 or it may be greater than 13.33. म्हणजे काय x1 ची व्हॅल्यू एकतर 13.33 असेल किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त असेल. सिमिलरली x2 जो 40 आहे तो एकतर 40 असेल किंवा 40 पेक्षा जास्त असेल. So again the symbol we are getting is greater than or equal to, means what? Our solution is away from the origin, means in this direction and in this direction. Now from equation number 3, see x1 is 22, x2 is 8.8. Again the symbol is greater than or equal to, means what? The x1 is either 22 or greater than 22. Similarly x2 is either 8.8 or greater than 8.8. So again we can say that our solution is away from the origin. Away from the origin. Now we have to find the common area. Before finding the common area, we are having one more constraint, that is last constraint. What is those constraint? x1 and x2 are greater than or equal to 0. This constraint we have to draw on this given graph. Now see what they are given. x1 is either 0 or greater than 0. म्हणजे x1 ची व्हॅल्यू एकतर 0 असेल किंवा 0 पेक्षा जास्त असेल. म्हणजे ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये असेल x1 ची व्हॅल्यू. सिमिलरली x2 काय म्हणतो आपण? x2 एकतर 0 असेल किंवा 0 पेक्षा जास्त असेल. म्हणजे x2 एकतर 0 असेल किंवा 0 पेक्षा जास्त असेल. म्हणजे ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये जाईल x2. हा आपला x1 जाईल, हा आपला x2 डायरेक्शन जाईल. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं? आपण जेवढे लाईन ड्रॉ केले किंवा जेवढे कन्स्ट्रेंट्स ह्या ग्राफ वरती प्लॉट केले त्याचा कॉमन एरिया फाइंड आउट करायचा. Now which one is the common area? Which one is the common area? Which one is the common area? See, this will be our common area. This will be our common area. How? See, आता हा लाईन बघा. हा लाईन काय सांगतो? आपलं सोल्युशन अवे फ्रॉम दी ओरिजिन आहे, म्हणजे इकडे आहे. ओके. हा लाईन पण सांगतो आपलं जो सोल्युशन आहे अवे फ्रॉम दी ओरिजिन आहे, म्हणजे आपलं सोल्युशन ह्या एंड मध्ये आहे किंवा ह्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये आहे. x1 x2 काय सांगतो? आपलं सोल्युशन अवे फ्रॉम दी ओरिजिन आहे. आणि जी लास्ट लाईन आहे दॅट इज दिस लाईन, ही लाईन काय सांगते? आपलं सोल्युशन अवे फ्रॉम दी ओरिजिन आहे. सो कॉमन कुठला एरिया आहे? कॉमन कोणता एरिया आहे? आपण इथे घेऊ शकत नाही. इथे घेऊ शकतो का? नाही. बिकॉज ही लाईन काय सांगते? आपलं सोल्युशन ह्या लाईनच्या पण बाहेर आहे. समजतंय का? आपण सोल्युशन इथं घेत नाहीये किंवा इथं घेत नाहीये किंवा इथं घेत नाहीये किंवा इथं घेत नाहीये किंवा इथं घेत नाही. त्याचं रिझन काय? जर आपण सोल्युशन ह्या एरियामध्ये घेतलं असतो तर हा लाईन सांगतो सोल्युशन याच्या बाहेर आहे, त्यामुळे आपण इथं घेऊ शकत नाही. जर सोल्युशन आपण इथून घेतलं तर हा लाईन काय सांगतो? सोल्युशन याच्यापेक्षा बाहेर आहे, म्हणजे आपल्याला सोल्युशन इकडे घ्यावं लागेल. समजतंय? जर आपण सोल्युशन इथं घेतलं ह्या केसमध्ये तर ही लाईन काय सांगते? ही लाईन काय सांगते? आपलं सोल्युशन ह्या लाईनच्या पण बाहेर आहे, म्हणजे आपण इथे घेऊ शकत नाही. सपोज आपण एवढा एरिया जर कन्सिडर केला तर सी ही लाईन काय सांगेल? आपलं सोल्युशन ह्याच्या बाहेर आहे. ठीक आहे, आपण इथे कन्सिडर करू शकतो ह्याच्या बाहेर आहे. पण ही लाईन काय सांगते? आपलं सोल्युशन ह्या लाईनच्या बाहेर आहे, म्हणजे आपण हा पण एरिया कन्सिडर करू शकत नाही. सपोज आपण ह्या एरियामध्ये घेतलो तर त्या केसमध्ये ही लाईन काय सांगते? आपलं जो सोल्युशन आहे ह्या लाईनच्या पण बाहेर आहे. सो कॉमन एरिया राहिला कुठला? एवढा, हा पोर्शन. समजतंय का? एवढा पोर्शन आपल्याकडे राहतो. ओके. सो नेक्स्ट व्हॉट वी टू डू, जो आपला कॉमन रिजन आहे त्या कॉमन रिजनच्या कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स मार्क करायचे. ओके. सो कॉमन रिजन आपला इथून स्टार्ट होतो. हा फर्स्ट कॉर्नर पॉइंट, दिस इज द सेकंड कॉर्नर पॉइंट and this is our third corner point. And I will give the notation A, B and C. Got it? A, B, and C. Till now, any doubt? Till now, any doubt? Please ask me. If you have any doubt, please ask me.
Nice, sir. Nice, sir. No doubt.
Okay. So we are running out of time. You do one thing. You log out and again log in. Required in another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So I will end here. You just log in quickly.